G'day and welcome back to Frostpunk, the Last Autumn DLC. This is a review of the pre-release version of the DLC, which has been graciously and humbly received from the lads at 11-bit Studios, who have done a great job of putting out this game and also the DLCs that have followed. And this is no different. As I said previously, this is a bit of a flip over of all the mechanics that we've had previously in the game. It's a bit different in that regard. It's a lot more, well, 11-bit Studios have come out and said that the game is not meant to be easy. We're playing it on easy mode, and we've already had our difficulties. We've been struggling, all that sort of stuff, and we're going to continue to struggle today. We have got to finish stage 2 by 3 o'clock on today's day, so we're on day 25. We've got to finish that very shortly, in fact in about 10 hours time. I don't believe we're going to make it. However, we're going to give it a shot as best we possibly can. So what we've got going on is we've got the pressure valves being produced here, 57% done, which is fine. We have the tower pumps being produced, they're 7% done, and that's what I think the sticking point is going to be. That's not going to be done. The other problem we have is we have a lot of toxic gases down in the vicinity of the shaft, and at the moment the work safety is deadly, so that doesn't bode well for us. We've moved all our workers that we had available into the two profiles manufacturer to build some profiles so we can actually try and increase our safety a little bit. But we may have left that a little bit too late. I don't think we're just going to get a chance to finish the construction of both of these things here. However, the only way to find out is to continue on and see how we go. We are out of coal, unfortunately. I've just switched this one over from steel to coal. Not having steel means we can't do any research or anything else like that because we've run low on steel. That's the least of my worries at the moment. We just got to try and get these complete. So we just put everything across into doing this, and we'll just see how that goes. So without further ado, let's press play and get into it. Alright, so while we're here, we're also going to have a look at the detail of the actual game. One of our subscribers, can't remember who it was now, said about zooming in and having a bit of a look. We haven't done a lot of that because the fact that we've been busy managing everything. And just look at the quality of the graphics and the detail that's in all these units and the buildings and all that sort of stuff. There's all our people there heading off to the dock to do some work and all that sort of stuff. Here's our, this is one of our food huts, I think, or the foragers' quarters. There's the cookhouse. It just looks really, really nice. The detail in it is wonderful. The detail in the sea coming in and hitting the rocks. It's really, really awesome. A really, really nice looking game. And that hasn't changed. I mean, it's been nice looking when it was the white obliterated zone in the original actual game without any of the DLCs. So yeah, no, it's fantastic. So well done 11-bit Studios. Keep up the good work. I'm looking forward to the next DLC. Alright, so in saying that, I don't know, like I said, if we're going to make it any further than today. We'll just have to wait and see how that pans out. I will say off the bat, will we be playing this again and bringing it back further? I would love to bring it back to the channel again, but I believe what we've been given for this preview is just the preview copy or the preview build. I don't believe I'll end up with a key at the end of it. We'll just pause that so we can do this in a second. In which case it's just a matter of waiting until I actually can buy it and have it installed, and then certainly I will bring this back to the channel and give it another crack, because we don't want to finish off. If we don't make it all the way, we want to try and see if we can make it all the way through. So we've learnt a lot in these. What have we done now? This is the 5th episode. We've learned a lot in a short time, but there's certainly a lot more that we can be doing and doing better. Certainly in relation to setting our deadlines or hitting our deadlines. All right, so let's have a look here. Work safety, rumble in the deep. Sir, people working in the deepest part of the shaft report rumbling sounds and slight tremors coming from below. They complain of getting dizzy from toxic fumes coming through the cracks. Toughen up. We might be forced to evacuate them quickly in case of an emergency. To do this, we'll need safety equipment for both the rescuers and the shaft crew. It will also protect workers from the fumes, improving workplace safety. Shall we start making it? Nah. Well, we can't make it anyway because we need 5 steam exchanges. We don't have them, right? We've got 0. So what we'll do is we either go remind me when we have enough resources, or we'll manage without it. It's not going to have an impact on us either way. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go and we'll manage without it. All right. So we need to build a couple of houses. So just in case, It's not going to take any time away from us. We're going to build 3 houses in here. I'll build the road to support it just in case. You never know, we might get really, really lucky. Although I'm not banking on it, that's for sure. Alright, so there we go, put those roads in. That's going to build some roads. Right, let's fast forward time again. Well, actually, let's press play again and see how we go. Economy, see a gathering post there, 9 of 10. We're really struggling with gaining. See, even our charcoal. Oh, we built charcoal kilns. They finished? They have. That'll give us some charcoal. That might help us a little. There we go. Let's turn that on. Again, it might be too little too late. That may have actually... No, it hasn't reduced it there. Certainly we can do that. That's reduced the danger level. More protective structures there. And there, what have we got left? Another 9. Oh, that's all right. Okay, so we've waylaid that a little bit. 20 wood. We've got no wood left. Whoops, hang on, what's happened? 12 people were wounded, become gravely ill. Okay, oops, something's happened. There's our boat. Let's put 1 load in, 2 loads in. This one here we changed over to coal from steel. Oh, here it comes. All right, that's going to give us a boost of coal. How much coal are we going to get off that? Let's see. 350. So we're boosting the coal quite quickly now with those kilns. I mean, we should have had them probably running earlier. Didn't realise. But then we've got a timber problem, haven't we? Yeah, it's bringing in. Yeah, there's a bit there. Okay, that's okay. All right. Oh, we missed that. Oh, well. Okay, so we've obviously reached 3 PM. And we've been summarily fired. Okay. Well, at least we got our coal delivered. The end. You are fired. You've been warned about the consequences, and yet you failed to meet another milestone. You're fired and sent home on the first outbound ship. Your replacement is on the way. Let's hope it's one of the titans of industry. It will take one to finish the generator on time. I did my best. I certainly did. I certainly did. Now, in saying I did my best, we didn't really play it much beforehand, didn't learn the mechanics or anything else entirely. Not using that as an excuse, but it was a bit different. Doing things was a little bit different to what we'd been experiencing previously in Frostpunk itself. But that's all part and parcel of it, and it was very enjoyable. So again, I would like to thank 11-Bit Studios for giving us the opportunity to play it. We've had a ball playing it, and I will continue to do so, whether it be with this copy, if it turns out to be a copy we get to keep and it keeps on going through, or if not, I'll end up buying it at some point, probably when it goes on sale. Yeah, we'll see how that goes and pans out, but it's thoroughly enjoyable. I don't normally do a review of a game or a DLC or anything else, but I feel with this one we probably will, because people are going to ask, well, is it worth playing? Has it got replayability? All that sort of stuff. It definitely has replayability. I mean, obviously we got replayability here because we failed. We didn't get through the second stage. I'd like to get through to the third stage and all that sort of stuff. So replayability is there. Change of mechanics is there as well. Like you're learning. It feels like you're learning a new game, even though it's very similar to the original, the vanilla version of Frostpunk. There's the different mechanics. Like instead of sending out your teams out to actually go and forage and find resources, you're sending your teams to go out and find food, and then you're not finding relics. It's just the food, but you're getting all your resources from ships to come from England to set everything up. So it's a bit of a flip in that regard. A lot of the other things are very similar, like the housing and the book of laws and setting things up. But again, the book of laws and the storyline is quite different and quite entertaining, which is one of the things I think 11-Bit Studios do very well, is they do good storylines and that with it. I mean, one of the keynotes for me in this one was the series area with the prostitutes, like having the prostitutes there, and then the locals getting upset about the fact that we were caring for them to make sure they didn't have what was it? Can't remember. Was it the clap? It was something. Anyway, they had venereal diseases, and they got upset about that, and all that sort of stuff. That was just good storytelling. I mean, that's it was, yeah, keeping the troops happy, so to speak, and then having a problem with supporting them. Yeah, very, very good. The quality of the game itself, the graphics, well, that's not in question. It's a great game. It looks great, plays great. The sound is fantastic. It's very emotive. It really gets you in there. There's not enough good things I can probably say about it. It's a game that's not for everyone, though. I mean, let's be honest. It's not everyone's cup of tea. But for those of you that do enjoy these sort of games, you will love this DLC. As they've said in the promos, packs and all that sort of stuff, it is not meant to be easy, this DLC. And we were playing on the easiest mode that was available, and we didn't find it easy. I'm not brilliant at these games. I'm not brilliant at Frostpunk. But I would have expected to do probably a little bit better. But I didn't understand the mechanics. I didn't really look into the mechanics quite as well. I didn't read probably as much as I probably should have read in relation to deadlines. But that just means I can play it again and again and again. So overall, I think if I was to give it a score, and if I was giving it a score out of 10, I'd rate this 7.5 to 8 out of 10. I think it's a very, very good DLC. Is there a lot in the DLC itself? It's hard to sort of say whether there is a lot. The amount of work that's gone into changing a lot of the aspects, the mechanics of the game, and the storyline and that, well, obviously there is a lot of work. Is that going to give you enough hours of gameplay to justify the amount for the DLC? I don't know. That's going to be a personal assessment. I think it probably is, but we'll have to wait and see what you guys think. Anyway, the game is available as of today, sometime today, January 21st. So it will be available on Steam. I don't think it's available for consoles as yet. I think it'll be following very soon thereafter at some point, similar to the release of Frostpunk itself. It was released for PC first, then consoles a little bit later on. But no matter when it's released, consider grabbing it. It's good fun. And again, I would like to very humbly and graciously thank 11-Bit Studios for giving me the opportunity to bring it to the Duckzilla Gaming channel. We're not a big channel by any means. We do try. We do put a little bit of a different spin on it, with me being an Aussie and all that sort of stuff. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, we've certainly enjoyed it, and we appreciate the gesture from 11-Bit Studios. And I hope you all enjoyed it. And in that case, if you did enjoy it, press that like button. And of course, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing by pressing that subscribe button. And then also don't forget to press the alarm notification icon as well, so you can be made aware of when more videos are available on the channel, just like these ones. And until next time, stay warm, stay safe. This is Duckzilla wishing you all the best. Take care, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. See you all later. Bye.